Hey everybody, Coach Eric Rosa here. Welcome to a new episode of Bros Are Built here on Muscle and Fitness Plus. We are, of course, at the Dragon's Lair in Las Vegas. And on today's show, I'm going to discuss trap training. Okay, so standing here, taking about a shoulder width grip. What I want you to see is that instead of looking straight up like most people do and getting a limited range of motion, what I want you guys to try is actually putting your head down and shrugging from here. And now you get a much more full contraction at the top than if my head was up, because it's sort of like my neck will block my traps from coming as high as I want them to. This way, if you just lean forward with your head, keeping the head relaxed, and make sure when you come to the top, you really get that big squeeze and use a full range of motion, not a short, choppy motion. Full stretch, full squeeze, and this really works the top of the traps very, very hard. Just go into a standard standing calf machine. Make sure the pads are low enough so you can get a full range of motion. Set it on your shoulders. Now just relax the arms. There's no reason to bend them or move them in any way. Just relax them by your sides. Look down so you get that long range of motion. And all you're gonna do is just lift the shoulders, squeeze the traps. Up. Hold that squeeze for a second at the top. Just lift the shoulders high as you can and squeeze. So I'm going to stand in front of a cable station, just get a long bar. Take about a shoulder width grip, although you can experiment. You could go a little bit closer, you can go a little bit wider, but shoulder width is a good place to start. Now, what you want to do is you want to stand out in front of the cable and lean your body forward. This way you take your glutes out of the movement, and it's going to be a half shrug upright row, sort of like a hybrid between the two movements. So I'm starting by lifting with my elbows. Elbows come up, and as I get to the top, I squeeze, I shrug. Down to the arms are straight. Elbows come up, sort of like a half upright row. And as I come to the top, shrug, squeeze. It's a short movement, so you want to do it slow and controlled and muscle it up. Don't throw it up. And make sure you get that full contraction to the top and hold it. Come up here and now squeeze up, hold. Feet go in front of the bar. Again, take about a shoulder width grip. You can experiment. Try a little bit closer or wider. Normally I would use my straps, but I'm not going too heavy on this movement today. So first, get yourself set, feet flat on the floor, and now you're gonna lean your body forward. And the shrug is gonna be in the middle of the back, here. So if you sit up, then you're just gonna be doing a regular shrug. So lean forward, just rest your abs on the upper thighs, and squeeze middle back, all the way down. And that full squeeze in the middle of the back. You can really feel it targeting that area. Don't try to go crazy heavy, otherwise you're not going to get the proper range of motion. Squeeze. This is an incline dumbbell shrug. I have the bench about maybe a little lower than a 45-degree angle. You don't want to go too high up, otherwise you're going to start, if it's angled up too high, you're going to work the upper traps. You want to work the mid traps. Dumbbell on each side of the bench. And you can see that this movement is, again, a very short movement. Going to just be retracting the shoulder blades and focusing on the squeeze. So get yourself set up, high up on the incline bench, so that you're actually looking over the top of it. Grab the dumbbells, let the arms hang straight. Don't bend the arms, let them hang straight. Now a lot of people tend, when I show them this movement, to try to row the dumbbells. You don't want to row the dumbbells. We're not working the lats. We're just retracting the shoulder blades again. So now we're gonna go straight up, just squeezing the shoulder blades. Arms are straight up. And again, the dumbbells are in a pass, straight up and down. They're not moving backwards or forwards. Straight up. Squeeze right here. So actually the reason why I had decided to do a show on trap training today is because I had received a question earlier in the week by email, and somebody asked me about trap training. They said, if I remember correctly, it was, should I be training traps on back day or shoulder day? And how many times a week should I be training traps? And as well, he wanted to know how many sets and reps and that type of thing. So good question. Most people don't ask a lot of questions about traps, so I thought that was interesting. That's why I thought it'd be a good reason to do this show. So first, should you do it on back training day or on shoulder training day? Truth of the matter is, up to you. That's a personal preference. Traps really goes well with either of those workouts. My personal preference, I like doing traps on back day. And I also like doing rear delts on that day as well. But really, if you like doing traps on shoulder day, that's perfectly fine. So there's really no right or wrong about that. And so feel free to do it on either day. Maybe try it both ways and see what works best for you.